Welcome back to the Open World RPG in Dreams series. In this devlog, I'll be fixing the echo health, finishing the log enemy's logic, and begin laying the groundwork for enchantment. This video is longer than normal because I feel like you all might be interested in watching how I actually put together the enchantment system, instead of just skipping over most of it. Let me know what you prefer in the comments. The health bar. Man, like, it's close, but it's not, that's not it. The white bar is purely visual, right? So I guess it doesn't really matter how I do it. Yeah, trying this on a new day definitely helps. I almost need a second variable. I'll name it Health Echo. I don't really know what to name it, but hopefully that gets the point across to my future self. The idea is we have this number, the Health Echo, and it's just another health bar. But it needs to go down at a different rate than the health bar goes down. The health echo, how do we like set its value? We have the current health. And right at the beginning, we set it to the current health. So when the current health does not equal the echo health, we start a timer. And let's do 0.75 seconds. And after 0.75 seconds, we hold on, I guess when it doesn't equal. Yeah, when it doesn't equal. After this amount of time, we need to make them the same, right? When your health is going up, I don't really care about this at all. If the echo is greater than the current health, we'll worry about healing later. If the echo is greater than the current health for this amount of time, I just want to subtract by maybe 0.1, and it just keeps subtracting. So this is actually a very similar technique to the timer, only this makes more sense. And then we're getting the echo and it's its own health bar. Okay, so I mean, again, just to walk through what's going on. The health echo is basically a second health bar. And right in the beginning of the scene, like when you first load in, we just set the echo to the current health after 0.1 seconds. And then anytime the health echo is greater than the current health, 0.5 seconds later, 0.75 seconds later, we just continuously, see, this is why we check our logic. We continuously subtract from the health echo, and it'll stop once the health echo is less than or equal to the current health. So let's try it. That worked. Wow, look at, you know what? All I needed was to take a 2-day break. Look at that, man. Oh, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted. We have this little stats chip. I can just increase the damage to maybe 15. And I can, let's decrease the attack speed. Oh, I didn't actually do attack speed in this. That's okay. So now we do 15 damage. And I didn't hook it up, apparently. All right, here we go. So it should have an attack speed now? Oh, okay. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm being violated. It feels really bad. Okay, it's 1. 1 is perfect. So the movement animation, the walking animation should only play if it's actually walking. Let's get a movement sensor, and obviously we need to hook this up. Okay. And if this is greater than 0.1, I guess, then we play the walking animation. Okay, so we also, so if we're not playing the walk animation, we should play the idle animation. Hopefully this will work. Hopefully. There we go. A 2-second cooldown. Beautiful. Beautiful. Maybe he should have some sort of acceleration. It's kind, I don't know. I kind of like it. It's very video game-y. See, this is why we test things. Oh gosh, we need some sort of acceleration. This should do what I want. No. So maybe I should base the walking speed on the move speed. Wait, actually, I think this would work. Let's get rid of that. So the walk animation is just always going to be on. Like, basically, we're saving the position of the animation. Let's try this. Oh, but now... Okay, well... Well, this doesn't fix anything. Wait. Why don't I just have the speed of the walk change based on the move speed? So this should be powering the keyframe on. And the stronger the keyframe gets powered on, the more the slider goes up. I just don't know what this number is, so we might have to adjust it. So this is the move speed. Interesting. So 0 to 4, remapping to 0 to 1, like that. It's kind of working. Kind of. Like, it looks so good, except when you do this. Oh my goodness. Maybe we do just add a delay before it starts chasing again. Or maybe it only chases if it's a certain amount of distance away. I think that's what we need to do, actually. Yeah, pause the movement if it's within a certain distance. Make it not follow until you're a certain... Yeah, until you're a certain amount away from it. Exactly. So when it is following, it just keeps following for the min distance. But then when we're not following, and when are we not following? We're not following when we're in B. Or I guess when we're not in A. So if we're not in A, let's do a selector. So when we're not in A, this selector's on. We can only start following again once we're a certain distance away. Now we could do another zone. Here is the minimum detection range, right? This is begin chase. And then this is the stop chase. Stop chase, begin chase. Okay, so stop chase should be the smaller one. And then begin chase should be the larger one. In A, we're chasing. In B, we're not chasing. If we are in A, if we're in A, we stop the chase. And we only stop the chase if we detect the player position. And then, okay, so now how do we begin the chase? So we're in B, right? The chase has been stopped. How do we begin the chase? We begin the chase if the player is not in this zone, and this zone is larger, right? Okay, now we need to make absolute sure that it'll attack if it has been stopped. So I want to just make the attack range a little bit longer. I am 100% sure this will work. I don't know how well it'll work.
Hello?
And this is exactly what we expected.
Hello?
Hi. So this, I am okay with this. I'm very okay with this.
Oh, Tree Man's your shadow.
I know.
What are we doing?
We finally finished. We've been trying to make the movement smoother, but so now we can get back to what we were doing, which is the health bar. Let's make it go down a little bit faster. Maybe we can make it go down faster depending on how much was missing. Not sure. It's not bad. The amount of health lost changes the amount of time it takes to deplete with this system. Yes, exactly. That's probably not good though. All right, I don't think this is gonna work, but maybe we divide by.
I think I'm gonna go watch Netflix.
Okay. Dang, that actually worked pretty well. That's smooth. That's pretty smooth. In fact, with this, maybe we divide by maybe like 6 or something. That's not bad.
Okay. Where's your email? You use Outlook as your email?
Why doesn't the wait? Why doesn't the echo work? Oh, because healing. I never implemented it with healing yet. Okay. It shouldn't be too hard though. Actually, basically what I want to do is if the current health is greater than the echo, we set the echo to the current health. I think that makes sense. Let's try it. This is cool. Yeah, that works perfectly. Yeah, look at that.
Ew, it's so fast now.
It was already fast.
Scary. I don't like it. Wait, it's way too fast. Why does he walk so fast? Wait, he's a big tree. He should walk slow. Like a kind of.
It's not that big. He's your height. The real damage is like 2. Because this is a starter enemy.
I'm not gonna acknowledge that. Okay, it's fine. No tree daddy.
What is wrong with you? I did not add hit sound effects yet, but I will right now, actually. Oh yeah, vibration too. All right, let's add it. The PS5 rumbler it's like not even comparable to the PS4 one. It works so well. Let's see what happens when we spawn like a lot of these enemies. They should collide with each other. So yeah, oh, well, nope, they just group in. See, that's what I didn't want. I don't want them to just group up like that. I want them to collide with each other. Maybe we need like a separate movement hitbox or something. I don't know. Oh, but they're not movable. Shit. So maybe they have to. What if I made it movable? Oh shit, it just has to be movable. Huh. Wait, I think that actually fixed it. No, the damage does stack. It's just they're only dealing 2 damage. But the damage was stacking. See? This is working, by the way. Like, really well. This is awesome. They're not, like, clumping together. Well, they're clumping together, but they're not, like... Oh my god, this is terrifying. Health modifier damage doesn't usually stack. No, it does. It does stack. It always stacks. That's why you would use health modifiers as opposed to signal wireless receivers. Yeah, that is what we want. So this is the fall off, and then this, we want it to start right there. And then that's the fall off. So basically, and then the closer it is, so how fall off works Basically, if something is detected in the very end, it's like a very low number. And then if something's detected close to the start point, it's 1, basically. So the higher the number to 1, the closer it is. So what I want to do is invert that and then multiply that by the speed. What? And they just get back. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't think that's working. So this snaps it to the ground, but what about... I don't think I put a gyroscope in this. And I believe that is all we needed to make sure they don't fall down. Yeah. There you go. So yes, they're doing the walking animation, so maybe they shouldn't. But that's perfect. Notice how they're not pushing me. We've got to make them stop walking if they're not actually moving. Let's just unlink the animations from this and just do a movement sensor. If the velocity is greater than 1.1, we walk. And if it's not, we idle. Please. Oh my god, thank you. Yes, it's working. Thank you. That is satisfying. That is very nice. You can kind of just snipe them and they just ignore you, which is probably not what's supposed to happen. When does this timer reset, which triggers this? When we take damage. When do we take damage? I don't know. So again, it resets this timer. If the timer's not finished, then it's as if you're in the range. You're in the aggro range, which we will, like a good dreamer, we will label our gadgets. There you go. All right, that's clearly working. Can I run away from them? So I should be able to, yeah. And then they just chill. So yeah, there, now you can't abuse them as much. Can we please get to enchantment now? No, let's do it in here. Now, right now, this quantity is being destroyed if it's not stackable. That's fine. We need a second chip for enchantments. It destroys if it's not stackable. Now we need something, we need to know whether or not it's enchantable. Enchantable being a weapon or armor. Now, how do we know if it's a weapon or armor? I mean, we could just do something like this and call it enchantable. We want the equipment spot type. So if the equipment spot type is anything but ammo or runes. Oh, and the accessory. I don't think the accessory is going to be enchantable. And by accessory, I mean this. I don't think this is enchantable. Maybe it is. Why not? Open up that hack and plan. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know what these numbers are. Why? Yeah, why not? An enchantment, I mean, it just adds, it allows you to just add stats and stuff. I don't think this should be enchantable. Because, like, with the armor, the enchantments would be, like, resistance to frost damage, more physical resistance, more magical resistance, shit like that. More movement speed. But then, like, what would the enchantments be for the accessory slot? I don't think this should be enchantable. This, you'd put, like, I don't even know what you'd put here, frankly. Maybe your mount related stuff. Actually, that would be cool if this was just a mount slot. Because I'm thinking, by the way, your mount is stored in an item. I don't think I've ever said this, but your mount is stored in an item, basically. Probably an item that's equipable. the mount's in an item, and then you press a button and it like appears. So you can summon it and unsummon it whenever you want, unless you're in combat, obviously. The mount is it's just for extra movement speed. So your accessory slot is not enchantable. That simplifies things. Let's get the hack and plan out just to see which equipment spot types are enchantable. Head, so it needs to be 3, 5, 6, 7, or 8. That's annoying. So the equipment spot type, I could just take that. I take this, and then this chip stays alive if it's the correct number. So we will destroy this entire chip if this is true. We can test if it'll work or not. There you go. That worked perfectly. Enchantable, enchantable, enchantable. Not enchantable, so the chip deleted itself. Not enchantable. Perfect. And now, if this wasn't obvious, we want this chip to delete itself no matter what. After 0.1 seconds, this chip destroys itself. So this chip will destroy itself either way, and then the entire chip gets destroyed if it's not enchantable. All right, and this chip will store the enchantments. What does that mean though? So it's 2 numbers from 0 being no enchantment. So 2 numbers from 0 to 99, because we need to be able to change this number in game, because you're able to like put enchantments on the items. We need to be able to set the enchantment, and that's it. So to set it, you just pulse a number into it, and to change it, you would first 0 it out. So you would pulse this NOT gate, which would turn it off for 1 frame, and then after that, you would pulse in the value you want to set it to. I feel like that's really expensive. And then with this one though, it's just from 0 to 99. I just don't know if this will work. I have a better idea. We can just store it in a looped, or not even a looped signal manipulator, just something that freezes, right? What am I setting up now? This is how I'm storing the number in the item, right? So this is like literally like, so for example, in the quantity, I'm storing the actual number in a looped calculator. But for the enchantment, it's just a number. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to store that. I can probably, I mean, I could just do a looped calculator, but I'm trying to see if there's like an easier way to do it. All I need to do is replace the number. I don't need to like add or subtract to it. So there should be an easier way. So right now the current enchantment is 0. And if we play, put this to, I don't know, doesn't matter, 10. Okay, I'm currently enchanting it. When I undo this switch, I want it to freeze, but I don't think it will. It did not. So, which is understandable. What I need to do now is when it's freezing, so whatever this number is, it needs to like stay. It needs to be like left over. And I think I can do this. So this will delay the number by 1 frame. Hopefully it freezes and the number is still there. That's the idea, at least. Okay, here we go. So 10. And then when we let go of this, we want the number to be frozen in this signal manipulator. It is! Okay, here's the real test though. Ready? Now we're going to re-enchant it with the number 20. Yes, it works. And that is so much easier, guys. That's so much easier than doing a looped calculator. Okay, this is awesome. The reason this didn't work is because when the signal turned on, the freezing turned off. But then when the signal turned off, the freezing turned on. So like the signal, it was freezing the number 0. That it actually makes sense that didn't work. So nothing against signal manipulators there. But what this does is delay the signal by 1 frame, which is why it's working now. So I am now successfully saving the number. So set enchantment 1. Yep, and then we can just do this for enchantment 2. Let's do this set. Let's just name it Ench. Because like at that point I know what that means and it's smaller so I can actually read it. So here's the cool part. Pick up data, right? We have the amount or level. So this actually should be called amount or ench. And that's why it's or. That's why there's the or. So D. Initial amount. So or ench. So we're going to use this to set our enchantments, to set our initial enchantments. This is how we change them, but we still have to set them, right? So we need to, so the number, the first 2 digits is enchantment 1, and the second 2 are enchantment 2. Let's say we start with the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. By multiplying by 0.01, the number becomes 12.34. By rounding down, the number becomes 12. That's what we're trying to get, the 12. Oh, and by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 is the first enchantment. 3, 4 is the second enchantment. So how do we get 3, 4? We take mod of 100 to get the 3, 4. That's it. Just mod 100. Okay, and now, so these are the initial enchantments. And how do we set the initial enchantments? I'm pretty dang sure we literally just wire it in. I'm almost positive this will work. We test this by, let's go to the sword now. Let's enchant the sword. Oh, that's not good. I mean, according to this, the sword is already going to be enchanted. I'm not sure. Yeah, the sword starts enchanted. That's kind of awkward. Can we... Oh, shoot. Okay, so this isn't good. This isn't good. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even pick up the sword. Okay, that... It actually might have worked, but I have a feeling it won't. It might. I hope it does. Amrak, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, it didn't. So what's going on is, like, you can't... It seems like you can't have a value of 0 in the amount level. It messes something up. But, okay, ignoring that for a second, can we... Let's just try enchanting this. Let's do the test. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first enchantment should be 12. The second should be 34. Okay, it's just not even working at all. That's fine. That's fine, because I think the reason is it's not stackable. So we have to go back in and like change some stuff. This is the pickup spawn data. This is working with this thing. Okay, so what's going on here? We have pickup spawn data. This is whether or not it's stackable, and if it's not stackable, what happens? See, we're deleting. Okay, so this is no longer just stack related. This is also enchantable related. So this should be not stackable or enchantable. Oh man, I see, this is confusing. I don't think this is going to work. I'm curious what's going to happen actually. So the sword is right there. Let's uncheck this and just see what happens. Yeah, so look, right off the bat, it's saying the quantity as if it's a quantity. Okay, it actually did work though. Okay, that actually worked. I'm okay with that. I don't know why did that work. Not stackable, enchantable. What if we had another one that just said like whether or not it was enchantable? We need to know whether it's enchantable or not. Not stackable, whether or not it was dropped is this one. Wait, whether or not it was dropped. Oh, because if it's dropped, it needs to teleport. It needs to teleport here. Yeah, that makes sense. It needs to teleport under the player. And then we have whether or not it's enchantable. So we have enchantable and then not stackable. Why are we keeping track of whether it's not stackable? Because if it's not stackable, we can just immediately power the destroyer. Whether or not it's stackable, whether or not it's enchantable. Like, why would I save whether it's not stackable? That, I feel like that's confusing. We're gonna store its stackability. Stackable. And if it is stackable, this stays. If it's not stackable, this gets destroyed. Actually, I want this to be D, and then E will be whether or not it was dropped. Now, where do I use that info? Oh, I use it here. Because if it was dropped, it's this, dropping from inventory, a teleport. Yeah, okay. So that's actually this now. So if it's enchantable, this prevents it from destroying, right? Oh, so now if it's enchantable, we just don't want to display. We just don't want to display this. If we're enchantable, which is D, we want to destroy this and this. Let's try it. Everything else will be broken. Yeah, everything else will be broken, but this should work. I think it's working. So, okay, well, what happens if we drop it? Okay, it's gone. So so dropping still didn't work. So dropping enchantable items does not work, it seems. Let's see what the logic looks like. Okay, now I'm hovering it. H, yes. So it knows it's enchantable. That works. Knows it's from inventory. It knows it's not stackable. And, okay, so what is it getting for the numbers? So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's nothing. Okay, so it's nothing. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I didn't do that part. So this is the, what is it? Hovered item info, right? And we're getting the current amount, or we're getting these two numbers combined, right? We're getting these two numbers combined back into one. So how do we do that? We need to add them together. And we need to multiply the top one by 100. So now this is the enchantment data. And that replaces the quantity. It can either be one or the other. It can either be the enchantment stuff or the amount. So that's why we're wiring it into the same thing. Okay. So that should at least give us some more data. We need to hover it though. We're in overtime, exactly. We're trying to get this workable. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay. So what happens if we drop? Did it work? Oh my God! Yes, it's working. Okay, guys. So just to like make sure you guys understand what's going on here. We are picking up this sword, which has the enchantment data of 12 and 34. We're dropping it, and that data is still in the dropped item. Pick it back up, and it's right there. So now the question is, will it work if the amount is 0? Okay, what is wrong with that pickaxe? Okay, the answer is no. And the reason is because well, actually, okay, so this should be 0, 0, and 1 enchantment. Yes, okay, or 0 and 1, okay. So the reason it's not working now is because this logic right here, it's like, well, the amount is 0, so it deletes itself. But it's not an amount, it's an enchantment. So what do we do about that? Well, we have this destroyer. So we have this check, right? It checks if it's equal to 0 and it destroys. We don't want that if it's enchantable. This destroyer destroys things when it's enchantable. So let's just destroy this timer and this calculator, and this will work. Let's set the enchantment to 0, and let's do it for the sword too. So now, yeah, it's working now. So the sword's enchantment, frick. Okay, so that's not working, and I know why it's not working. This is an issue. So for this to work, notice how I have this NOT gate wired into this. Why? Why did I need that? That's why. So where does it need to be 1 there? Because that obviously, is not okay. So it looks like I'm relying on B to be non-zero. Why can't I just do that with A though? Oh, because B is the quantity. Okay, this is the issue. Because it's 0, we're never actually picking it up. We're never actually going into B. It needs to be a number. I mean, what if I just did a 3 combiner? Put in that it's enchantable, which means it has enchantment levels. If it's stackable, I want to use B. If it's enchantable, I use C. Okay. If it's enchantable, so we're splitting. This splitter will change once I hover something. So it should be a 3 output splitter now. It is. So if it's enchantable, then that goes off. I mean, I don't fully understand how this works, to be completely honest, but I'm hoping... No, okay. Okay. So I still can't pick it up because... Oh, we're stuck in B now. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I see. Okay, we're stuck in B, right? I understand now. Okay, we're stuck in B. So this number, it's checking if the quantity is 0. It keeps picking it up until the quantity is 0. It's never gonna be 0 because it's the enchantment, not the quantity. So it was the right idea, sort of, not really, but that's not what we want. What do we want? What do we want? Okay, we're gonna have to look at this at a later time. Hopefully I can fix this tomorrow off stream or something. Let's raid someone. I gotta go. This is the sound of failure.